What's good, YouTube? PT in the cut. Welcome back to the channel. So y'all, I finally got a story time for you guys. I'm telling you off the rip, this is definitely top 5 of one of the craziest events that has ever happened in my life. And I'm finally back home so I could just tell you guys the story. Now before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, I didn't know if you knew this, but it's actually scientifically proven that if you like, comment, and subscribe on my channel, you get like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years of good luck. I don't know, you know, it's up to you if you want that. And don't forget the post notification. Now let's just dive into this story because I got so much to tell you and I don't even know where to start. For those of you who are new or for those of you who just didn't know, I've been on vacation for a good week and I'm finally back home. I went to St. Martin and I stayed at a resort with one of my friends and we had so much fun. Like honestly, if I could book to stay longer or if I could book to go back, I would. Like off the rip, I'd do it. But I don't know what it is, but I could never live a normal life. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always something crazy happening to me. So like I said before, I was staying with one of my friends and I'm gonna be name dropping because I really don't care. So anyways, back to the story. I was staying with one of my homeboys in a resort. His name's Johnny, you know, chill guy. And let me tell you guys, this resort was so nice. I think it was all inclusive. You know, we got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They would deliver the food to our room. You know how nice room service is? You could just kick back and then they delivering food straight to you. It's just like I felt like a real prince, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my real habitat. So you know, we was living our best life in the resort. Beach on the right, a pool on the left, girls in bikinis on the right and the left. Alright, that was a joke. That was a joke. But let's just say the place was nice, right? But that's all it really was. It was nice. We didn't have too much fun on the actual resort. So that's why we actually went out a lot. So on the island, we had 2 other friends, Michele and Sergio. Now these 2 guys are like top tier, cool as hell. Like they some sick ass guys. They showed us around the island. They were very nice. They drove us around. We chilled with them a lot. We partied with them a lot. We were pretty much with them 24/7. So I'd say by the 4th or 5th day into the vacation, we kind of knew where all the spots are. You know, we got adjusted to the island. So let me just say this event took place on the last day of our trip. Well, the last night. So we left off on a banger. I wouldn't say it's a banger because it was kind of crazy, but hey, you know, I don't mind a little spice in my life. So it's the last day and it's around the nighttime. I'd say 9-10 o'clock. It's dark outside. So our plan was to go to I think it was an outdoor party or a club on our last day, you know, just to end up our trip on a good time. So we went to this outdoor party. It was called District 721 or something like that. If you guys ever go to St. Martin, I recommend going to District if you just want, like, you know, that nighttime vibe. There's a bunch of people, they play good music, they sell food and drinks there. So if you guys like that, go there. And all the time that I've been out at St. Martin, I'd say that that was probably my favorite place to go out to. We ended up going there and it's so funny because I ended up seeing people who watch my channel as well. You know, they came up to me and they're like, oh, you look so familiar. Are your friends Tarius? Like, what are you doing here? What are the odds? You know, small talk, whatever. So y'all really supporting from all over the world. You know, this is a worldwide organization. But anyways, we chilled there for a little bit. We had a good time. Here's a small clip of us just chilling there just so you guys get like an idea of what the place looked like and what the vibe was. If you guys watched my previous video, it was a vlog of the island. You guys should just go watch that if you want to see more videos and pretty much what we did on the island. So nothing too eventful happened at District. We were just chilling there. So then we went to another club and it was like 5 minutes away from District called Lotus. So we went to Lotus and we were chilling in there with Sergio and Michele and they had other friends there too, so they were kind of like, you know, going around talking to people in the club. And then me and my boy are just chilling in there, but I'm not gonna lie, we wasn't really feeling the vibe in Lotus, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, I don't know, like I just didn't like it. We were there for like 25-30 minutes. I'm just sitting there like, you know, I'm not feeling it. I look over and then my boys just standing there too. So, you know, we're not feeling it at all. And it's our last day. So I'm like, you know what? Like we're not gonna do this on the last day. So I tell him, yo, let's leave. Like let's go out. You know, let's slide out. We'll go back to District or we'll walk around. We'll find a motive. So he agrees and we end up leaving the club and we ended up going back to District. So now it is just me and a Johnny. The other guys are still at Lotus. So we stayed there for a good hour. We met some new friends, you know, exchange information. And you know me, it don't matter where I go. It don't matter where I'm at. I'm gonna have the same energy. Like I guess that's why I'm so approachable because, you know, people just be sensing the energy, the aura, the good energy aura around me. So now this is where the juicy stuff happens. Me and my boy are leaving district. Michaela and Sergio, they pull up with their car. Perfect timing, by the way. So we hop in and then we end up just leaving the area in general. I think we were going somewhere else. It was like a bar called Three Amigos. So we were driving down to the bar. We saw a girl walking out from somewhere. She was walking out from a different type of club. We didn't go to that one, but she was walking out there. I think she was wearing a dress and high heels, and she was like walking down steps on the sidewalk while we're driving. And then I kid you not, my boy was just like, yo, she kind of bad. So then I'm just like, all right, yo, y'all, stop the whip, stop the whip, stop the whip. So we stopped the car in the middle of the street. Thank goodness no one was behind us. He rolls the window down. He's like, hey, yo. You know, they were talking uno on uno. Well, I also forgot to mention, Sergio and Michaela had some friends at the club too at Lotus. So they tagged along with us. So they were also in the car with us. So let me just mention that. The car is pretty packed. So she came up to the car, my boy's talking to the girl. But her English wasn't all that. She spoke Spanish and Italian. And a little bit of English and some French. I don't know where she learned all that from. But there was this other guy in the car, one of the friends that tagged along with us. His name was Diego. And this boy said, this is my time to shine, because he spoke Italian. So then he started talking to the girl too. And they're talking in Italian. So then I guess the girl was kind of feeling him more, because, you know, they have more in common. I guess they kind of just vibed off the rip. So the girl walked around and then started talking to this guy, Diego. And, you know, they vibing. And I'm in the back seat. Like, I have no clue what's going on. I'm just sitting there like, yo, like what is going on right now? Wasn't you just talking to her? So then I think he asked the girl to like come with us. This is where everything just went down, because this girl was not alone. It looked like she was alone because she was walking down the street. She was not alone. So I don't know what they're saying in Italian, but from what I'm observing from the situation, it looks like she's telling him that she's not alone. You know, she's with some peoples. They pull up in like a little blue car. We're still on the road, but there's no cars. Like, it's dead. They're in like a parking lot area, but they pull up beside us. And when I tell you, I don't know what they were, escorts or strippers coming out the car like it's a clown car. You guys know those clown cars where it's like a small car and there's like 40 people coming out of the car? That's what it looked like. I was like, damn. And those were her friends or whatever. So yeah, there was a lot of people in that car, but only 2 girls came out, and they came to the car as well. And they started talking to me and my friend, and I'm just like, oh, no, oh, please get back in the car. I don't want to deal with this right now. And let me say this, these girls are big, muscular, built like the Wayne Johnson linebacker football team. They kind of big body, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we was ever to get into an altercation, respectfully, I might lose the fight. So thing 1 and thing 2 comes out the car. And then here, bro, in the front, Diego talking to the one girl, because he likes her. So he's like, let them in, let them in, let them in. So he's telling us to let these 2 girls in. I didn't really take it in at the time, but then I was just like, oh, these girls gotta be like something. Like, there's no way these are just regular girls. And I think my other friend, McKilly, he booked it too. He knew they're escorts or something. But we realized that way too late. So these girls end up getting in the car because Diego said, yo, let them in the car, let them in the car, because he was talking to that one girl. And you can't have one without the whole team, right? So we had to let them all in the car. The car was mosh up. Super mosh up. We was in like a big truck and it was still full to the max. And I felt so bad for my friend because the biggest girl was sitting on this guy's lap. And I was just like, damn, couldn't be me. The other one was like kind of in the middle, but she was like super squish up beside me. That was my first time officially taking one for the team. And I'm never doing it again. Because the girl that Diego was talking to, she wasn't too bad, you know, she was alright. The other 2, thing 1 and thing 2, that hopped in the back with us, let's just say respectfully, I didn't want it. But anyways, we picked up the girls. The car is hella mosh up. Diego up there smiling at the front seat with the girl, while we're in the back squish up with the 2 big girls. So we're driving, and at this point, I don't even know where we're going. I think Michaela's driving to the club. The girls are telling us to go to their place, and Diego is saying let's go to his place. I had no control over the situation. All I could do was sit in the back and sip on my margarita. So after all of the confusion, we ended up going to Diego's place. But the girls were trying so hard to convince us to go to their place, which is kind of sketchy, let me just say. But you know, Diego was just like, no, you know, my place is just down the street, 5 minutes away. So thank goodness we ended up going to his place, because if we went to theirs, I don't even know how this situation would have played out. And I kind of took this in because these 3 girls, they would talk to each other a lot in Spanish. We wouldn't be able to understand what they're saying. Like, once they talk to each other in Spanish, they would act so serious, like super serious. But then when they're talking to us in English, they'd be like, you know, they'd act all nice and stuff. And me, I take that stuff into consideration, you know, I don't look by that stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, something's up. And my friend booked it too with Johnny. He's like, yo, So we knew something was kind of up, but Diego, he was just so blinded by the girl, you know, he wanted her. So no one's gonna stop that. We're gonna let him do his thing. So anyways, we reached Diego's crib and these girls are like super on us. Whole time I'm trying to like, you know, push her away and check my pockets in case she took my stuff, because we wasn't having it. We wasn't entertaining it at all. We was just simply taking one for the team so Diego could do his thing. So do you guys remember when I said other friends tagged along with us? So they ended up pulling up to Diego's place as well. And I don't know how this happened out of nowhere. But these people that tagged along with us, they live on the island and they know what's going on. They know these people. So they were talking to the girls, the escorts or whatever. And it was like a whole back and forth argument. You know, they're barking over here and these people are barking back. I'm just sitting in the middle, like, you know, just enjoying the show, having no clue what's going on. So then the people who tagged along with us, like the people who lived on the island, they're just like, yo, don't talk to these girls, don't trust these girls, they're dangerous, they're telling like a whole backstory on like, you know, what they do. They go to people's houses, they steal stuff. If they're not getting money, they call the pimps, all of that extra stuff. And then I'm just like, yo, what did we get ourselves into? What is going on right now? This feels like a Hollywood movie. And let me just say this right now. We did not want to do nothing with them. They just so happened to just hop in the car. And it's not my car, so I'm not going to say don't let them in. And then these girls are like, no. He wants me. This is my man. I'm like, what? I don't know what she's talking about. The whole situation was just a mess. And I guess they got kind of mad when they realized that, you know, we wasn't really messing with them. You know, I think they're delusional. They had a vision in their head, and that vision was not reality. So these two girls walk around the house and they're just taking stuff. Like they're taking the people's food, eating their food, and they're taking other stuff too. And I'm just like, yo, these people is getting robbed right now. Diego is still upstairs with that one girl. He does not care what's going on in his house. And you know, I'm not no superhero, so I'm not stepping in. I sat my black ass down like this. Okay, I was not going nowhere. And then my friend too, he sat like this. He wasn't going nowhere. And the other people that tagged along with us, they didn't really do anything because, you know, it's not really their problem, it's not their house. But one of the other guys, Sergio, he was like taking Diego's like personal belongings, like the most important stuff, and he was like putting it in a room and he locked it. He did that before they could like steal that too. Congrats to Sergio, because the things that Sergio hid were very important. Like, you know, all the car keys, a lot of cash, their cards, you know, all the personal belongings, like super important stuff that they need, were in the things that Sergio put in the locked closet. So these girls are going around like, oh, if you're not gonna give me money, I'm just gonna take it for myself. You know, they taking. And they was taking mad stuff. And I'm just like, damn, Diego gonna come downstairs to a new house because this is crazy. Look like they leaving a garage sale or something. So they got all the items, you know, they got what they wanted and they leave, they dip. And then we're all just sitting there like, what just happened? What's going on? Is Diego still up there with the girl? Yes, he is. And I think one of the girls threatened us saying, yo, they're gonna call a guy down. He's gonna come down here. Thank goodness this is my last night here because I'm gone. Y'all can deal with this situation, but I'm not gonna be in it, okay? I'm gonna be back home in my bed, and look at me, back home in my bed. So I don't know, good luck to Diego. I don't know what happened. I never really asked them, but before we could even find out, we left. I was not trying to deal with none of that. So me and Johnny were like, yo, let's slide out. Michaela Joe was back home, and then we ended up chilling with some other friends that we met at District. It's like 3-4 in the morning right now, and we're still outside chilling. Like when I tell you we had no bedtime, no curfew on this vacation, we was out 24/7. And then I was telling the new people that we met about like the whole situation, and I guess these people live on the island too because they actually know of these girls, and like they're known for like stealing stuff off of guys. You know, they just have a bad reputation around the island, and we just so happened to run into them on our last day. But thank goodness something too crazy happened. But yeah, as soon as me and my boy reached back to the resort, I made sure we locked them doors, did a quick look back, made sure nobody's following us or nothing. But besides that, we had a safe trip, we had a good time. And I just find that situation funny because it just happened so fast and it happened out of nowhere. Like we did not expect that event to even take place. But I just think of it as like a funny memory, you know, like it wasn't too serious. It could have ended serious, but it didn't. Them girls need to go get a job or something. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post notifications. Comment down below if you guys want to know anything else about the story. But that will be all, and I will see you guys next time.